Good morning, everyone. Would have been here about an hour earlier, but I had to scream at the camera and throw it all away for a bit. Kabruski down there at the bottom. Obviously, I'm not familiar with the novel Wuthering Heights. Yep, obviously. Turns out, no, don't care. Appears that art and influences is as subjective as hair and clothes styles. And I just will say to Genesis, I'm going to pass completely on that band. They're too many pretentious comments in there trying to tell me what I do and don't know. Jeez, if I was gonna pretend what I do and don't know revolve around the band Genesis, my life would be pretty incomplete. So no Genesis, done deal. I'm gonna pass on that crap. Hey man, you're the type of guy I'd like to hang out with. No apologies, none needed. The apologies are only for the haters. See, I like them to know that I get to say whatever I want because all opinions are for entertainment purposes only. But if you're offended, that's okay. There's tissues, there's an exit. What you don't ever have to do is hang out and pretend that you're here to fix me. I'm trying not to influence anybody. You ain't going to influence me. Our personal opinions don't make us right. So, you know what I mean? Hey, I appreciate it. I just try to call it the way I see it. I'm not saying I see it correctly. I just see it the way I see it. And then have admitted that filtering it through myself is the only thing I know how to do and keep rambling and ranting away. So I can keep the whole thing rolling along. Yeah, so, you know what I mean? Like many others, that commenter was sucked into the vacuum. Very happy I'm here, too. So I appreciate you. Thank you. It's more than the singing, right? For me, gonna be honest, I think he's exceptional. But this is that whole same reason I wouldn't do Genesis ever again is the same reason Dan is going to get a playlist and he'll get to 100. He'll get as many reactions as I can continue ranting through. Because the avenues of a life he aligns with, I tend to like to travel down. Works for me. So, you know, now Pam, I think Pam, I wasn't faking my way through it, but I just didn't want to be, right? I didn't want to go off about kids and DJs and all that stuff. And I was just really trying to, you know, some happy poochery because I'm trying to grow the channel and without being an exploitative a-hole, right? Without that bag stuff. Now we're saying it at the end more often. I wrote it down below. I really want to grow, but I also see the same people that go and seem to blow up follow the same formula. And I got to explain, if you have to do the same thing everyone else is doing, I would have to embrace all that and think it's good. Otherwise, I'm lying and the entire thing falls apart because I can't spend my whole day lying to the camera. I wish I had a greedy bone in me that says I deserve more. I hope what I have is a bones integral to my foundation and support that prove I wish to earn. I just see that as a, you know, two sides of the same coin. There. Yeah. No, Pam, I meant no disrespect to that. It was good. It just wasn't what I was looking for, and I didn't know how to fake my way out of it. Because I really got to get back to reaction talk and get that going and find a way to get Ange back here. But you're right. If I can't pay my bills, I ain't ever getting back to Ange on the channel. She can barely support us as is. So, you know, we do what we got to do, how we got to do it. And first and foremost, no Genesis. No Peter Gabriel, no Phil Collins, or none of the other people. I didn't even know their names before ever. No reviews of Wuthering Heights. And no apologies for it either. I don't have to play with any of that stuff. If I was anywhere beyond fan worship, idol worship, and music appreciation, it'd be different. But I'm not. Right now, I just deal with the bus riders and supporters are incredible, just like every other channel. The people that support you personally and really got your back, you can't do it without them. So you are so appreciated, you can't tell you. At the same time, there's that whole other side where it's quite obvious what some individuals want is to be told what they expect to hear ad nauseum from every reactor to make it okay. Well, that's why you're okay with processed food and seed oil. Now that is only directed to those that are okay with all that. I gotta eat it doesn't mean I don't know I'm being poisoned. I have to play in reaction ballparks, but it doesn't make me forget that the fan base is toxic. For this discussion, because it's an older crowd, we'll go with pretentious. Pretty sure it is the same crap. I'm better than you, here's why. Really? Really? I would like to see how you justify other things as you tell people what's up on the internet. I'm wondering if you just tell everybody in your life what's up. What kind of life is that? Is it good? Good living? I'm doing my best to not. I got very not upset, but I was like, man, I would love to have this conversation with you in real at the bar. That's not even pretend. It's not a threat. I just think I don't believe some of these individuals would have the same conversation, or they'd snap off like freaks, scream, yell, and stomp away. I would believe that their opinion was subjective in nature, whether I'm in their face or here on the internet. It's just opinions. Man, you better take a deep breath and relax. Kabruski, I'm just saying. Yay, I'm so happy, and this is hard to believe because I've been on pause. I had to get some comments going, and Grumpy making it to comments. Hi, Grumpy! Never intended to lose touch, just where we're at, right? I don't even know what it's going to be like if we ever get, 50,000, let alone play button worthy, right? So I'm going to do our best, but I'm very glad I still find you in the comments, Grumpy, and I mean that. Grumpy just went to see Glenn Chirac. Is that correct? Voice is still good. Now, some more information about John and the Little River Band, and the truth is, of course, Grumpy says she could be wrong there. Comments right down there. I would have to say, Grumpy, I'm not positive, but from reading the comments, there's interesting back and forth. It's really, this is one of those areas that divide people, which I get it. We're so used to letting that happen to us that we partake in it. And I do it too. I got all worked up over Genesis, which I was actually excited. The worst thing about it is I had like a 20-minute song geared up to go, but I couldn't get past the comments. Like, wow. For what I would call music, right? From my point of view, it's music of a musical nature, right? There's no more importance on it than that, because like my water froze. My water freezing was more important than the entire career of Genesis combined. Not for the others who worship it, But as a living, breathing human being, their entire career means nothing in the face of frozen water and emergencies. And that's just one little thing. Trying to explain to people how not important wrapping my life around idol worship is. Now, I think that's reflected in Grumpy's comment because, she wants to comment on ideas within the dynamic there, the John and the other singer and all that. But then knowing maybe possibly that's going to rock the boat a little bit. Hey, Grumpy, I just adore you. You get to rock the boat as much as you want. If they can't handle it, they can't handle it. I'll tell you what I saw. I saw people bragging about how John could come in and sing the one dude's songs, but the one dude couldn't sing John's songs. Now, I don't know if that's true. That's an opinion from a person in the comments. But I could start wielding it like an absolute fact and rile people up. I wouldn't do that. But see, when they hear I wouldn't do that, they've already assumed I'm doing it. So it's fun. It's fun, Grumpy. Push them buttons. Who cares? Do you like what you like? Has it added to your life? Well, that's what counts, baby. That's what counts. And to finish this all up, Ravenous, I didn't put you on the back burner, but I just wanted to wait till I had time because I'm going to ASAP today for sure. To start my day after this because I got a full head of steam brewing, and it seems 12 minutes in that old Rollen just wants to complain and get angry, but that's not true. I'd rather know who they were getting a puppy with. And in my heart of hearts, if left to my own devices, I want a beautiful, wonderful, shiny, happy world. And I will work within that framework to continue those feelings as long as possible. But just like a cuddly dog that could possibly defend your home as well, I do have to show my teeth sometimes. They're old and yellow, and at least they're a little straight. But it doesn't mean the bark has a bite included. But we do get to bark. But in the end, I've been spending 54 years, going on 55 years trying to recover from the fact that, Mommy didn't hug me enough. But the pets just had unconditional love, always. Animals, connections to thing greater than the human drama that might keep us from loving each other and endorse the judgment of each other. Now, I'm not saying my parents didn't love me. Hell yeah, they did. But Ange be the first one to tell you, it wasn't an overly affectionate environment. It was a work-heavy environment, responsibilities, and then trust, which, broke right away. Gets super complicated. But first and foremost, I'm a long ways from first and foremost. That's just bad segue material. I'm working on that. Strange Hours, Aesop, Ravenous, never heard this song. Now there we go. That's it. And that's where I will never try to weigh one subscriber, bus rider, a supporter against another. Because you never know when, let's say two subscribers might have opposing viewpoints. And I'm making this up right now. This isn't really, it's just an example. It's not literally pertinent to this discussion. But you got two people. They both like ASAP, right? Well, this is how this one happened, but I'm not saying they have, I don't know about opposing viewpoints or anything like that. I'm just pulling that out my ass, okay? Sorry. I'm weird about some things. Bugs. If a bug's crawling on me, it's not my favorite deal. You know, like when you get a stray strand and it gets you and you're like, whoa. I'm guessing I didn't like. Maybe I didn't get hugged because I didn't like to be touched. The problem is, if that's the case, that no one explained it to me. Okay. So you got two people and they're sharing. I don't ever want to like try to go, oh, you guys, y'all don't agree. I don't know how to explain this. I think it's awesome that communities that love artists share with each other and they don't even know they both enjoy the same artist. And that's fine to keep it that way. Being able to be a conduit between people that don't know each other but share the same preferences of, let's say, music. Well, that's one of those makes this whole thing worthwhile. I wasn't trying to put division, but I wanted to explain that it could be even more complicated than just sharing. Because sometimes we don't know, like I said, this present company excluded, but sometimes we don't know how similar we are with people because we let the one difference get in the way. To wrap that up completely, we'll go back to Genesis. How do I know I wouldn't like it? I don't. But I do know that if you have to lecture me the whole way about my ignorance of it, when for 2,000 plus reactions I've admitted I'm just a fair weather fan faking my way through it all so I could talk some shit, well, then you just haven't been paying attention. You go someplace else. This just ain't going to be it. I don't know. It's probably all over the place. I got to get to business here, and hey, I'm having a blast, and I'm gonna keep having a blast if that means putting a few super fans on blast. It just ain't gonna play that way. I don't think we have to. I don't think we have to force our opinions onto anybody. I think we should be allowed, and I am. It just comes with more bark than bite because I feel like you're trying to put a leash. Take me to where you want to take me so I'll say what you want me to say. No. I refuse. Later.